Hi. Now we can see the relationship between Young's modulus and modulus of rigidity. So let us consider a two-dimensional body ABCD, which is fixed at the bottom, is subjected to pure shear stress. So because of this pure shear stress, which is acting on the surface, right, surface of the four sides, the diagonal AC will be subjected to the tensile stress and the diagonal BD will be subjected to the compressive stress. So you can see the diagonal AC, which is subjected to increase in length AC dash. Similarly, you can see this BD, which is subjected to decrease in length BD dash. So the angle phi, we can call it as the shear strain. So now we can draw the perpendicular line from the CN, right? And the C dash will be very small. This increase in length will be very small. So therefore, the strain in AC, the strain in the AC will be is equal to, that is E will be is equal to change in length divided by original length. So change in length will be AC dash minus this AC, right, divided by original length AC. Therefore, this AC dash minus AC is nothing but AN. Here you can see this AC will be approximately is equal to AN, right? So AC will be is equal to AN divided by AC. Now this AC dash minus AN, AC dash minus this AN will be is equal to NC dash. So NC dash divided by AC. So strain is equal to NC dash divided by AC. Now you can see this portion CNC dash, right? So here cos 45. Cos 45 is nothing but adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. So here adjacent is NC dash divided by hypotenuse is CC dash. So cos, the angle is 45 degree. So cos 45 equal to NC dash by CC dash. Therefore, NC dash is equal to CC dash into cos 45 degree. Therefore, we can substitute NC dash is equal to CC dash into cos 45 degree divided by, here you can see BC into root 2. What is this? AC. So AC is BC into root 2. So here you have AC. So if you take this triangle sin 45, sin 45 is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So BC by AC, right? Therefore sin 45 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 will be is equal to BC by AC. Therefore AC is equal to BC into root 2, right? So AC will be is equal to BC into root 2. And tan, okay. So here the strain value is equal to CC dash divided by 2 times BC. So cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. So sin 45 is equal to 1 by root 2, cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2, tan 45 1, this mathematical basic knowledge you know. So cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. So here you can substitute 1 by root 2. So this if you substitute 1 by root 2. So this root 2 into root 2, 2. Root 2 multiplied by root 2, 2. And BC. So CC dash divided by 2 into BC. So here tan phi. Tan phi you can see this. So if you consider this phi, tan phi is equal to opposite by adjacent, right? Tan means tan theta equal to opposite by adjacent. So tan phi is equal to opposite CC dash divided by BC. So here tan phi is nothing but CC dash divided by BC. So you can substitute CC dash divided by BC instead. You can substitute tan phi divided by 2. So here tan phi is very small. Strain value is very small here. Therefore, tan phi is equal to 5. Therefore, tan phi is nothing but 5 by 2. Now, the strain along AC E will be is equal to 5 by 2 you get. Now, you have another formula, strain is equal to tau by E into 1 plus mu, and this phi is nothing but tau by G. Why? Because the shear modulus G or C or N will be is equal to shear stress divided by shear strain. So tau by phi. So G is equal to tau by phi. Therefore, phi is equal to tau by G. So here this tau by E into 1 plus mu, E is equal to tau by E into 1 plus mu will be is equal to pi by 2, right? So phi by 2, here phi is tau by G, so 1 by 2 into tau by G. So now we can equate this tau and tau cancel, and E will go this side, 2G will go that side, so E equal to 2G into 1 plus mu. So this is the relationship between the Young's modulus and the modulus of rigidity or shear modulus. This can be written as G or C or N. Okay, G or C or N. So E equal to 2G into 1 plus mu. Now we can see the relation between E, G and K. So previous lecture we have derived the relationship between E and K. Now we derived E and G. Now you can see E, G and K, Young's modulus, rigidity modulus, bulk modulus. So you know E equal to 3K into 1 minus 2 mu. Therefore E divided by 3K will be equal to 1 minus 2 mu. So this 2 mu, if it comes this side, positive, negative become positive 2 mu, which is equal to 1 minus. So this E by 3K, that's this side, so minus E by 3K. So here mu is equal to this 2, 1 by 2 into this value 1 minus E by 3K, is equation 1. And you know E equal to 2C into 1 plus mu, or 2G into 1 plus mu, or 2C into 1 plus mu. So from this relation E equal to 2C into 1 plus mu. Therefore E divided by 2C equal to 1 plus mu. Therefore mu is equal to E by 2C minus 1. So this is second equation. So if you equate this equation 1 and 2, you will get 1 by 2 into 1 minus E by 3K, which is equal to E by 2C minus 1. So 1 minus E by 3K will be is equal to E by 2C minus 1 into this 2. And 1 minus E by 3K will be equal to E by 2C, right, into 2. So 2 get cancelled, E by C minus 1 into 2, 2. So here minus 2 will become plus 2. So 2 plus 1, 3, which is equal to E by C plus this minus become plus, so E by 3K. So 3 equal to E common. So I will take outside E into 1 by C plus 1 by 3K. So 3 equal to E into, so 3K into 1, 3K plus C into 1, C divided by 3K into C, 3KC. So here E equal to this 3KC into 3, 9KC divided by this 3K plus C. So E equal to 9KC divided by 3K plus C. So this is the relation between E, C or G and K. So E equal to 9kg divided by 3k plus G, or E equal to 9kc divided by 3k plus C. So in previously we have derived E equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 mu. So now we have seen E equal to 2g into 1 plus mu and E equal to 9kc divided by 3k plus C. So these are the relationship between EC, K and mu. So E equal to 2c into 1 plus mu, or 2c into 1 plus 1 by m. E equal to 3k into 1 minus 2 mu, or 3k into 1 minus 2 into 1 by m, or E equal to 9kc divided by 3k plus C, and mu equal to 3k minus 2c divided by 6k plus 2c. So I hope you understand. Thank you.